you guys right now are in 3 groups, okay? This right here is a partner practice group. That means these 2 students, okay, have the same objective that they need to be working on, okay? So I'm just going to pick an objective, let's say 7.2a, they both need to work on, okay? So what they are going to do is go over to this purple crate. Purple for practice. Purple practice. What they're going to do is they're going to go to 7.2a, and they're going to pull out a worksheet, okay? They are not going to write on this sheet of paper. What are they not going to do? Write on this sheet of paper. They are going to write on a loose leaf sheet of paper, which I will hand out.
The answer, Miss.
You need to show work and then your answer, okay? Your paper, remember, needs to look exactly like this. That means your name and assignment. Miss Angel, what assignment am I working on? Okay? They are working on 7.2a, exercise 10. That's your assignment, okay? They'll write that. They'll do the time period and the date. This is partner practice, so they have to be working on the same thing. Over here, where these students are, okay, this is where they're going to be working independently. So let's just say Victor's like, man, I just really don't want to work with anybody. I want to focus on what I want to focus on. I want to get the most green stickers that I can get. He is going to go ahead and pull out a worksheet and work on what he needs to work on. Now, if he has a question, and this person right sitting here, like, is really good at whatever he's working on, let's say it's decimals, he'd be like, oh, how do you change a decimal to a percent? And then get back to working what he's working on. If you're at partner practice, you use your partner to figure out what they need to do, okay? Now, at these 2 stations, there are also going to be the answer keys, okay? The answer keys will look just like the worksheet, but on the back we'll have the answers. Can you cheat?
No.
You can. Is it going to help you? No. Okay? So make sure that you take this seriously, right? I'm giving you the answers because I want you to be able to do these quickly and not be like, Miss Angel, is this right? Miss Angel, is this right? Because can I do that all the time with everybody? No. It would take too long. You would be waiting all the time and wouldn't be good. Okay? The 2 practice stations. We have the one with a partner, which you're working together on an objective, and then we have the one by yourself. Where do we get our practice problems from?
The purple practice.
Purple practice, right? Purple practice. Do we write on the worksheet?
No.
No.
Wouldn't the
On a loose leaf sheet paper.
Miss,
Yes.
does that still work where we can check it for assignments we're missing?
No, because these assignments you won't be turning in. So these assignments, what I want you, you'll be turning them in, but it's not going to be like some. That's for after school. Those are like for homework assignments. Okay. All right. Last station. This station. Well, actually, second to last station. This station is the testing station. After you've done 2 worksheets on whatever you're working on. So these guys, I said 7.2a. They have to do 2 worksheets on 7.2a. Then they can retest. Okay? So let's just say Marjo and Adon, they come over, they want to retest. They get their retest in this black crate. They pull out a worksheet, okay, 7.2a, they pull it out. They do not write on that paper. What do they not do? Write on that paper. You'll do it on a loose leaf sheet of paper, and they will sit in the testing section. Now, they will sit separately, and they will sit silently, and they will work, okay? Let's say Marjo and Adon, they turn in their test. In that tray right there. They turn in their test, and then the next day, that night, I go home, I grade it. The next day comes back, I go, Adon, great job, you passed. Marjo, you need to do it again, okay? So, it's going to happen, trust me. Okay, so Adon, I give a green sticker to. Adon comes up, finds his name, okay, and he goes, bam, 2A, I get a green sticker.
You're going to give all the stickers?
Yes, and then you'll be able to put it up there.
Okay.
So Marjo's like, man, I really want to get this right. So Marjo goes back to the purple crate and he practices. But he's going to practice independently this time because he's like, okay, I need to focus on what I need to do.
So he's going to have to come to this table.
So he comes over here, he practices, okay? Then he retests. Guess where he goes for a retest?
Black.
Red. Red is retest, okay? Because there's going to be 2 separate worksheets here, okay? Like, I'm not going to give you the same test, right? Because probably not the answers. But here, okay, you'll have a new test. He retests. I take it home. I grade it. The next day, I say, Marjo, good job. You passed it.
And what if you fail it?
Marjo goes back there. If you fail it, I'll probably tell you to move on to another objective, practice another low objective, and then go back to the retest. Because I don't want you focused on that one thing. Okay? So here is the what station?
Testing.
Testing. Should we be talking?
No.
No. Can we talk over here?
Yeah.
But quietly.
Yeah.
Okay?
Whispering.
If we test here the first time, do we get out of the black or the red?
Black.
Black. Do we write on those sheets of paper?
No.
Okay, I'm going to explain one more station, and then I'm going to go to the books. Okay? Go ahead. Okay, so the last station back here is a a tutoring station with me. Okay? So this tutoring station will be kids that I think need, well, not that I think, that I know need a little help on certain objectives. I'll focus on one objective a day, okay? And I will call students over here. Now, you may get called one day, you may get called 2 days, you may get called no days, okay? It doesn't mean that you're stupid. It doesn't mean you're dumb. It just means that you need a little extra help. And if you're at this station, you get to skip the worksheet station. So after you work with me for a day, let's say it was on the same 7.2a, and I tutored people on 7.2a, then they can go and test right away. They don't have to do the 2 worksheets. Okay, so it's kind of a bonus from working with me. Now, if I'm sitting here working with students, can I answer questions from these 2 stations? No. You're going to have to depend on each other to answer questions or use your notes. But I'm going to assign these kids problems too, so I'll say, okay, this is how we do it, assign a problem, and then I'll be up to walk around. When I'm up walking around, raise your hand, I'll come over and answer a question. Okay, can I answer questions in the testing station?
No.
No, it's just like a test. Okay, you're just going to try your best. Okay, are there any questions there?
Never.
Okay, so the last but not least, we're going to talk about our books. Go ahead and open to the first page of your book. Last but not least. Okay, now in your book, you have pages that Miss Angel did for you, right? I did a little template. Okay, it says, I worked on objective blank. Obviously, that's pretty easy. We know that they've been working on 7.2a. So they are going to put, I worked on 7.2a. They're going to put the date. That's easy, right? How many worksheets did they work on? That's what they're going to put at the top. So if they worked on 2 worksheets, they're going to put 2 worksheets. If they worked on 4 worksheets, they're going to put 4 worksheets, okay? If they worked with a partner, they're just going to do a little check. If they didn't work with a partner, they'll just leave it blank. If you retested, you'll put how many retests you did. Some people might do, more retests than others. So you can put however many retests you do. And if you worked with Miss Angel, then you'll put that. Okay? Now, after, hold on one second. After you do that, you are going to do example of the problem. That's not telling you that you need to pick a totally different problem and do it. One of those problems from the assignments that you did, or one of the assignments we did in, back there, what you're going to do is just give me an example. So here, Jocelyn, she did greatest to least, and she showed me fractions greatest to least. I would like to see work here. Okay? And then she got a stamp. Okay? About 5 minutes before the bell rings, I'm going to say book check. Once I say book check, you have 2 minutes to fill your book out in the proper way. If it's not filled out in that proper way, you will get a 0. If it is filled out, you will get 100. So these 2 weeks are definitely for an effort grade if you have this book completed, if you have your assignments done, if you're working hard. Okay? So you'll get the stamp from me. Alan will collect them since he is our book collector. He will collect them at the end and he will put them over the tray. No one goes near the trays because it's going to get confusing and Alan's the only one who has permission to get them. Okay? The worksheets. The loose leaf sheet of paper. If you worked on a worksheet, these 2 guys did 2 worksheets, right? So they had on a loose leaf sheet of paper. They used the front and the back, whatever it may be. I will collect that loose leaf sheet of paper so I can give you credit for that loose leaf sheet of paper. Okay? Tests obviously will go in the tray. Okay? I do want to tell you one thing about your tests. Remember how I said these 2 guys took the test on 7.2a? Okay? That test had 2 questions. Marshall didn't pass the first time. So he either got a 0 or a 50. Do you think I'm going to put that in the grade book?
No.
I'm not. I'm not going to put it in the grade book. Okay? And the reason why is because I want you to practice. I don't want you to feel like when you take those tests, I don't want you to feel discouraged if you don't do as well as you would hope to. Okay? I just want you to retry it and get it right. Okay? I want the person to fill in the most green stickers that they can. And a lot of people are close. We're going to have some people that get all the green stickers. And that's the goal. Okay? So the harder you work, the more stickers you get to put up here. Alright?
Miss, if all of
What are percents always out of?
100.
Change it to 100.
Can you change it to 100 easily?
Nope.
Okay, so let's see.
21 over 33.
12 over 33.
Aquí no, ese es...
So you could do what to make it a decimal? And then,
Decimal?
yep. And then do it into a percent.
Are you recording?
Yeah.
And charging between 2.75 and 3. Oh, you're filming? Where are you
Hold on quickly.
first? Oh, you're taking a picture of us?
I'm filming.
Oh, okay. Number?
Mr. Evans.
Are you?
That's all I have.
Sorry.
We need to put the strategies, right?
Yes.
Miss, how do you get like the percentage of the price?
What are percents always out of?
100.
Change it to 100.
Can you change it to 100 easily?
Nope.
Okay, so let's see.
21 over 33.
12 over 33.
Aquí no, ese es...
So you could do what to make it a decimal? And then,
Decimal?
yep. And then do it into a percent.
Are you recording?
Yeah.
And charging between 2.75 and 3. Oh, you're filming? Where are you?
Hold on quickly.
First. Oh, you're taking a picture of us?
I'm filming.
Oh, okay. Number?
Mr. Evans.
Are you?
That's all I have.
Sorry.
We need to put the strategies, right?
Yes. What's up?
Right here, you know how it says 8 times 30? Like it could go only 2 times because it's 20 some. And then right here it says it's C.